So when we left off, you guys were at the inn.
Yep.
I guess you guys had gone out to retrieve beverage. I'm not really 100% certain.
Yeah, so went to get a drink.
Mm-hmm.
So we are picking back up from there. There are other patrons there, but it's not heavily
Have it fill up burgers.
booked. So you'll find like 4 or 5 other people there, but they're not. They're just there ordering like food and stuff.
Okay.
Cool.
Is anybody ordering anything? Or?
Was there a bar wench or?
There is. There's 2.
Bar wench, I want meat and cheese, please. Thanks.
She just kind of waves her hand at you like, yeah, I got that, and continues doing what she's doing, taking other orders and stuff.
Okay, I'm kind of waiting for a minute.
Oh, just because I can't remember, did we all end up being neutral or?
Syl is, I think, lawful evil.
Neutral
Is that
evil.
right? Neutral evil.
I'm
Okay,
lawful neutral.
I'm chaotic neutral. So,
Okay.
otherwise, like if I played the full goblin of chaotic evil, it wouldn't really work.
What is goblin evil? Is it like stab all the things or?
I think they're just kind of all about goblins, and everyone else is bad.
Okay.
Everyone else is the enemy. I mean, from really quick research and my also knowledge of reading other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's me in real life.
Today I learned that Syl is a goblin in real life.
And hates everyone.
But I hate everyone equally.
The worst part is you guys think he's kidding.
Well, I never actually see him. I just see the Philly Flyers thing. So
Yeah,
who knows?
pretty much. Yeah. That's what he gets for streaming it on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we could figure out a way to do both, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Are you ordering
Okay.
anything? Are you just
Oh,
a big...
is she still around?
There are 2 wenches. One of them is currently taking orders and just took the order of Clash because she just shouted it out and she just took note of it. And the other one is currently clearing off a table nearby.
I will point at the other one and just say, ale!
She'll lift her head, look at you, go, in this town, darling, you gotta be more specific than that.
Ale!
Just pick one. He'll be fine.
Darling? I ain't gonna bring you just any ale.
Woman. Put the booze in front of me.
She comes over and slams an empty mug in front of you and goes, get it yourself then. Walks away.
I'm in my normal goblin form. I say, wait.
And she turns around and she goes, yes.
It's like, Miko went drink 2. Big drink. 1 bigger than this. In fact, 2 bigger. Bring 2 big drink. Miko need big drink.
Of...
Miko needed the drink.
Right. Well, there's a lot of stuff to drink in this town, so what do you want?
Did Miko tell you to drink?
Perhaps you have a menu or something?
Darling, this is like Brew Village. Are you kidding? There's no menu.
Ah, yes, brew. Miko have brew.
Just pick something. It'll be fine.
Remember, big drink. Mini, 2. In fact, 2 big.
You're still like a dog.
No, I'm in goblin form.
Okay.
She
I couldn't
just
remember.
she starts shaking her head and just walks away. And as she walks past, she picks up the empty tankard that she left sitting on the table, and she's muttering things to herself as she walks.
What race is she by chance?
We'll say Minotaur. She's a Minotaur, and the other one is
It's a Minotaur bar.
let's say the other is I don't freaking know off the top of my head. I can't get my head to work.
Come on, DM.
It's a wormling.
It's not a thing.
It's a she. We'll say she's a Kenku.
And
Okay.
were those
We've
the
encountered those
frog-like
before.
things?
No, they're the
Yeah.
bird-like.
Oh, the bird things. Okay.
I think they are.
Yeah, they're the little birds. They're in the
Drive.
drive. The thing.
Okay. I was just gonna say there aren't many races that would see a full-grown minotaur and snark off.
And a Snarfox?
That would snark off to.
To-
Oh,
Minotaur.
I'm with you. Okay, right.
Also known as being a smart mouth.
Yes.
Or jackass, depending
Snippy.
on which end you're on.
Thank you.
Well, funny, you're kind of a bull, so you're like sibling, like cousins, so.
Cousins of what?
The bar maiden comes back and drops off 3 very large tankards of their best ale, which she turns and mentions to you that it is the Vesha ale. But you notice when she mentions it very quietly. Like she doesn't announce what ale she just gave you.
I'm not listening, but there's like a stream of drool and, eyes or, pupils dilated as the 2 large tankards in front of
Are
me
there-
arrive.
Do you have to make like checks to not get drunk in this game?
That's
Maybe.
technically DM discretion. I mean,
I was gonna say because that could be hilarious.
yeah.
I think it depends on how much she starts drinking.
Well, I'm 1 down, so.
That would be a great like role playing thing where if you wanted to be drunk in character, you had to get real life drunk too.
Funny enough, I actually considered that whenever I was making this character, considering I have beer every time we play,
Fantastic.
to have a drunk character.
Alrighty.
It's like the Drunken Master. That was a great prestige class.
Funny, that was one of them. I considered a monk.
Alright, so the bar maiden has dropped off the ales. She's told you quietly that it is Vesha ale that she has served you.
Yay.
I look at her and say, "Was that so hard?"
She scoots a chair away and sits down at the table, and she goes, "You need to understand, newbie,
Newbie.
that in this
She called
town,
us newbie.
ordering the wrong ale can get you killed."
I'm, not listening and just, I don't even remember the correct terminology, but it's like frothing, where you're like, beer is just coming down like out of the, just, because it's as big as me or whatever.
Okay.
I asked her why would getting the wrong kind of ale get a person killed. That seems an odd custom.
Well, it's not really a custom. The brewing companies want you to order their ale.
Mhm.
So if they kill off those who don't want their ale,
Oh.
I slam my empty first cauldron down. You don't get this. It's just like Goblin Tribe. All Goblin Tribe want to be strong. best tribe. So you kill off the other tribe. Then no one mess with your strong tribe. You're strongest.
Thank you.
Just like me. Strong.
That's some shrewd business.
Yeah.
And from what I hear, you just took up employment with them.
Oh yeah. That is why we're here.
Technically, we don't know which one we're employed by. We're just
Yeah, no. I mean, I think I was the only one who could read the contract, right?
I also looked that up. There is no defined thing in 4E stating you are illiterate with X amount of intelligence, but I'm still playing mine as cannot read. Assuming DM allows me. Okay.
Yay, mine can read now.
I kind of liked it being that, like, in both campaigns, only one person could read. I thought it was hilarious.
Minor interrupt. Are those the jalapeno chips? Okay.
Sour cream and onion.
Okay.
Oh, sour cream and onion chips. Yummy.
You know.
I've got the better. I've got graham crackers and her homemade chocolate chip cookie dough dip.
I'm lame and I'm being very atypical. I'm having pretzels and beer.
My husband just made me some kind of chicken thing with, I think, polenta underneath of it and some kind of gravy and mushrooms.
Wow.
I didn't have that kind of time. I spent too long in the shower, so we ended up with hot dogs and chips.
I was about to say, dude, you want to trade? I got pretzels and beer.
No,
All
I'm
right.
good.
I'll
Thanks.
take the beer.
I was just waiting for you to say, "Oh, sour cream and onion
All right,
chips.
so
I'll trade."
the wench excuses herself as you hear people getting rowdy across the room from you. She excuses herself from the table with you, and you see her walk across the room to tend to some unhappy travelers.
This was the Minotaur that was talking to us, yes?
That is correct.
Oh, the one that sat with us was the Minotaur.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. What's a female Minotaur? Minotaur?
Nope.
Oh my.
This is full patriarchy here.
No points for you.
Anyways, we should probably continue.
Yeah, moving right along.
Do the people settle down when she goes over?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sills in love.
No.
I think he's just looking for an excuse to fight.
Mm-hmm. It's been too long.
Alright, so
I
we were
start-
coming here to eat. Did we agree we needed to be somewhere by some time to help these people? I don't remember.
I know we were supposed to leave in the morning,
Yipper.
but that was the end of it.
Okay.
So you said there's only like a few travelers here, the two like bar wenches. What do we see from the other troublemaking like travelers?
Oh well. Let me pull up my information here. Oh, that's right. I put it in alphabetical order.
You alphabetized your DM binder?
Yeah.
There's worse things to do.
It is a lot more organized than I am.
Well, no, I just organized the cities so I could find them when I needed to.
Aha.
But I can't find the race that I'm looking for.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
What kind of like? What do they look like in your mind?
They're actually an offshoot of dwarf.
Oh, Drugar.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Like the dark dwarf?
Yeah.
Well, they're like stones. Hold on.
Druger?
I don't think Durga were stones. I thought they were just dark.
Well, I can't remember if these guys are they're either like they're stone, essentially like stone dwarfs, or they're fire dwarfs. I can't remember which.
There's no such thing as a fire dwarf in 40, unless it's a monster race, like that a
Everything's
non-playable.
monsters.
No, like non-actual, like playable.
Oh, and that could be too. Not all the
Um,
races I chose are playable races.
oh, mole.
I might win my
Maybe.
matchup this week.
Mole is a playable race.
I need to
Mole?
Um,
into a
MUL.
Oh.
It's a
Okay.
dark sun thing. You can go gold dwarf, shield dwarf.
Oh, right. I forgot about those.
Those are like sub races of dwarf, like clans or whatever above and below ground.
Yeah.
Now I'm envisioning a small blind rodent.
I tend to. Yeah, me too. I tend to forget about the existence of dwarves.
Yeah, they're boring.
I think dwarves are actually really difficult to actually like role play properly because they're all the same.
Yeah.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Okay, while you look, I'm going to refill my glass.
Fabulous. Not a bad idea.
The Patriots are playing Cincinnati. And I will know
Ooh, that
tonight
reminds me, I
if
gotta
win.
check the Chiefs score. If
I
they're
might,
playing this week.
hopefully. I have 3 people left to play, and his last person
Son
is
of a
playing
bitch, they're
tonight.
down by 2.
Cincinnati team. I'm on the head right now, so we just need to hold out.
8.5 minutes to go, they're freaking down by 2. Damn it.
What?
I said I'll be rooting for you, given that all you guys left to do. I am really pleased with that was.
Yes, it's really good.
Oh, and they just gave up the lead, too. Great.
Who?
The Chiefs.
Oh. Poor Chiefs.
They're playing the Niners.
Ah. I need Philip Rivers to stop earning points, like now. He just needs to stop.
I apparently can't find what I'm looking for, so now I'm changing the races. What I needed was not available. Poop.
Oh, whoever's got the Niners kicker in fantasy is doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's got 4 field goals so far.
Wow. Holy crap. Oh, no, never mind.
Alright, so you would see. Let me see here. Let me grab some people. Give me the stupid dot.
Stupid dot.
Seriously. Alright, A and B would be 2 Banstray
Where am I missing this?
on the map.
Are you? Oh, they're there. I had to reload it. Okay.
The map apparently didn't like you.
Yeah. Got it.
And what are these things?
Banstray. Give me a moment. I will post a picture in the.
I would say that's not something I'm familiar with.
I don't know what it is. Hit it with a hammer.
All right. There are 2 images I just uploaded. One is for a band Shrey. One is for a Rakshasa. Those would be the 2 races.
Rakshasas! I know Rakshasas!
This is very small.
Holy cow, that is very small.
Oh, is it small? Which one's small? The Rakshasa or the band Shrey?
Bantray, it's
Bantray.
teeny.
I can fix that.
I played a Rakshasa once. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah, Rakshasa.
The tiger people. Rawr.
Very noble, king-like.
Oh, for crying out loud. There we go. There's a new one.
Wow, they are
Freaky.
freaky looking.
Whoa. Yeah. That's crazy.
Well then. Reminds me of Greedo
Burrito?
from Star Wars, you know? Han shot first.
Oh, okay. Speaking of which, I watched the first episode of Star Wars Rebels, and I don't know about that one.
I've not watched it. So, we see them.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? Also, they're just A and B, right?
Hold on. Let me get back to my map. Well, A and B is the band Shrey. C and D would be the Rakshasa.
Okay. And which group was causing problems?
A and B.
They look like they would cause trouble.
I know.
And you just had a group of 3 stroll in. Find a color that would work. I know, we'll make them pink.
Pink!
Ah,
Kill it! It's pink!
They decide to come in and just sit right here.
When in doubt, hit it very hard.
Is he supposed to be pink, or...?
Yeah, no,
I
it's
think-
just,
I think E is behind the brown layer.
Oh, okay.
yeah. I'll fix
Made it look more magenta.
you know, it's just playing around, getting inventive. Oh, for crying out loud. Work with me, map.
Nah.
Get in the squares!
Seriously, like, get where I tell you to go. Thank you. E. Let me upload what E is.
Wait, E, G, and F are different kinds of things?
Yeah.
Okay.
E is a cookie monster.
you back off.
Oh.
You back off, bro.
E is an illithid.
Ah! Run away!
Oh, God.
Run
Yeah,
away!
Jesus.
Nobody wants illithids.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just glad that my invoker isn't here.
Would it be kill it with fire?
Well, pretty much, since like the first majority of his life was taken over by illithids.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So E would be an illithid. G would be another minotaur, and F would be a gnoll.
No.
Okay. Interesting.
And you would notice that the 3 of them are conversing like a bunch of guys that just got off work.
They're
Okay.
very like, relaxed and know each
Yeah.
other.
You would also, well, No, yeah. If you want any more information, you have to roll for it.
Roll what?
Like perception. I mean, obviously, to listen.
Alright.
Perception 8.
Let's see, dice. Where are you?
Let's
And what
see
are
how
my
the bot is
scores?
feeling tonight.
The bot loves you.
The bot's okay.
Oh boy, it's gonna be one of those nights. Nat 1, so that puts me at 11.
You are too drunk.
His face is still in the second tankard.
Yeah, I'm not listening.
I used up my one good roll from the bot before we started.
Oh my. You rolled a 2.
Yes.
All right.
She's
Well,
devouring her meat and cheese.
Look at my hands, guys.
do you see how well this meat fits in this hand? Oh my.
Look
All
how
right.
much food I can fit in my face.
Well, Alice Sue would notice that they look the 3 of them look very run down. Their clothing it looks tattered, like it's been worn repeatedly for work purposes. And they look like they haven't been in the sun for a while. They look very, very pale.
Aren't Minotaur like covered in fur?
So are gnolls.
And Illithid also don't usually kind of go out in the sun.
Right, but you would notice they would just have that look that they've been in the dark for a long time, and they've been in dark spaces for a while. And the way that the gnoll's head is darting around, it looks like he's been in an enclosed space for a while.
Like a caged animal.
Kind of, not exactly.
Right?
How fun.
Okay. I recognize them.
You recognize them?
Well, I just noticed that they're there.
Oh.
Yes, acknowledge. That's the word I was looking for.
The Illithid like just kind of lifts a hand to get the Bar Wench's attention, and she's over there in a heartbeat, not a problem. Takes their order, comes back with it quickly. And you can tell like she's treating them extra special, extra nice.
Okay. Oh no. Are you going to mention anything or just keep that to yourself?
Oh, I'm keeping it to myself.
Okay.
He's an evil little punk, isn't he?
Unless there's reason to share. Which now there's not.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep on drinking my drink, my second tankard, and watching my surroundings and kind of giggling to myself. I have no idea about what directly, but I'm noticing things and it's funny to my character.
So you're giggly. Got it.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Giggling?
Anybody else doing anything?
I am consumed in the world of eating and drinking at the moment, clearly.
You didn't order a drink.
She brought one, though.
She brought 3.
Yeah, I know. Just eating.
I'm staring at the goblin, wondering what the hell's wrong with him.
What do you mean? Oh, because I'm like laughing myself.
Giggling at nothing.
He's
Well,
lost
like-
his mind.
I'll like look at something and it'll just like remind me of something, how I find their garb ridiculous or how they're doing something wrong. Like the most minor comment, like Um, oh, look at those. Oh shit, what are they called? Banshee. Stupid little ants. Ha ha ha! Chug, 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 chug.
Yeah, there wasn't much in there.
Oh,
Well, you could try to
DM,
scrape it, but
did you ever think about like backstory as to why we're basically like indentured workers or whatever?
He signed up for it. He enlisted.
Okay. You last time just said you hadn't gotten that far, and I wasn't sure if that was a thing now.
Not yet.
Okay. Because otherwise like I have no idea like what my
Play off of?
I have with my companions or whatever. You know.
Well, if you want me to come up with something on the fly, I would say that you were sold into employment.
haha.
And I would say that Kalesh was... She lost a bet. Or a duel. We'll say she lost a duel. And had to take somebody else's place.
Never.
Right. I have to ask just because. Was there a reason I was sold? Like.
You were betrayed.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, I can work with that.
There you go.
Somebody trying to steal his station in his tribe.
We'll go with that.
My clan or something. Yeah.
There was another druid who was like, there can only be one.
It was a Highlander druid.
Miko seek revenge. Yes, then we will see who's the strongest. So strong.
Here I was just thinking to myself, who would ever want to sell Miko?
Okay.
The barmaid, the Kenku, stops by on her way past, just says, "Do you need anything?"
Another.
And you had
Vesha.
got it. Anybody else?
I kind of like rattle my jug a little because it's enormous. Yes, Miko drink. Yes, more.
More? Okay. And then she notices that there's 3 tankards, so she looks over to Kalash. Did you want more?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Alright. She gathers up the empty tankards, walks away, comes back pretty quickly with refills.
Yeah.
I go back to leisurely enjoying.
How does thievery work as a skill? Like, is that like, you could use it if you're like walking around town and you want to pickpocket somebody, you'd use it, or?
Yeah, it combines, pickpocket, sleight of hand for card tricks,
Lockpicking.
etc. Yeah.
Oh, lockpicking, really?
Mm-hmm.
Disabling the device. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Also, setting up traps. Technically, it would apply to like poisoning your weapon.
Oh. Cool.
Though that could also fall into like nature, or if you're casting a poison spell, arcana.
Mm-hmm. So depending on what it is.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, I just felt like asking real quick.
You start to hear more ruckus coming from the 2 Bantray in the corner. And it's not like they're fighting, they're just getting really loud because they're blatantly plastered.
So like they're singing sea shanties or something.
They're just hollering, just yelling. Like they can't talk in a normal voice. They're just like, yeah, you should have been there. Oh my gosh! Like they're just screaming back and forth at each other happily, but they're just making a huge ruckus.
I giggle at this, and I lean forward and say, watch Miko. And then I turn into like a kind of a like goblin-sized like velociraptor, and I shriek like ah! Like, in their general direction. And then I shift back, and I kind of like, guys, do you see it, guys?
The Bantry turn around and are like, what the heck? Oh my gosh! Meanwhile, the hold on.
Oh God!
Take
Damn it!
the chips out of my hand here.
I thought you were like getting dice out. I was like, no.
Yeah.
No, it's still closed. The Rakashtar turn and are looking at you like, what was the point of that? I mean, there's just an eloquence to
Like
them looking over.
That was a silly thing to do.
Meanwhile, the odd trio, you hear the Minotaur just yell as loud as he can, "Shut it up!" And you hear everything everything get like dead silent. Like if somebody peed themselves, you'd hear the water trickle on the floor.
Followed by a goblin giggle.
Can druids turn into anything in 4E?
Yeah, but they're restricted in size.
How so?
Oh, cat. So like, I can technically turn into a rope, a rock, a rope, whatever you want to call it.
Uh-huh.
But I'm going to be like my normal size. I
So
can't.
if you were like to turn into a cricket, you'd be a your size cricket?
Yeah, unless some sort of power lets me be like a tiny cricket,
Uh-huh.
like a tiny form, or turn myself into a large creature, because like in a battle grid that actually matters.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm currently small, and so it would be like, in terms of Jurassic Park, it'd be like one of those little guys that has the flap,
Yeah.
things,
Oh
instead of
God,
like
the compies.
instead of like the full size Velociraptor.
Yeah. That's crazy. No, I was going to suggest in the silence for you to turn into a cricket and make a cricket sound. But that would be hysterical if you're like big
A 3-foot cricket.
And then the cricket sound would be like really loud.
When the Minotaur screams, I just kind of not so quietly put my tankard down, half look towards him, and just snort and shake my head. Like I was completely unfazed by it.
He kind of snorts back at you in like an approving manner. Like, I think I like him.
Now they're gonna have a snort off.
I go back to drinking.
I just say, it sounds like they're about ready to have like a drinking contest.
It would be great.
Which Minotaur is more Minotaur-y? The toughest Minotaur.
You would notice that when he yelled, the Knoll was asleep and almost fell out of his chair when the Minotaur yelled. And the Illithid was completely unfazed.
The falling, that was the reason that my character laughed. Okay.
I love you. I think we lost both of you.
What?
Well, Arlie looks absolutely confused.
Oh no!
Yeah, she actually phased out. I was like, did we lose her video?
No, I pinched a nerve in my neck, so I'm like, oh. trying to make it not hurt so much at the moment.
Drink.
You would notice at this point the Bantry would be stumbling their way out of the inn
Okay.
rather loudly, tripping over stools and chairs and bumping into things. At one point, they bump into the Minotaur and he slams them against the wall, and they just laugh and keep going.
Okay.
Well, you probably should go get some sleep at this point.
Yeah, I'm trying to like think of ways to liven it, but there's only so much you can do in a bar situation.
Yeah. Do we have rooms somewhere, or do we need to get those? I don't
No,
remember.
you've got the room in the top right-hand corner of the inn that the three of you are sharing.
Ah,
Yeah.
cool.
I'll go over and sit down with the cat people.
Do you say hi or introduce yourself, or
I
just
don't
walk
say a
over
word.
and sit down?
Yeah,
Just walk
I can
over, sit down
imagine
next
just
to
like
him.
slam the chair down. And
All right. So like I was getting up out of my chair, and then right as I'm doing that, I see him walk over there and just sit down with them, and I slowly just sit back down at my chair and just like watch. Like, I want to see what happens.
yeah, I look kind of confused at this as well, and as this is happening, because I don't want to like lose line of sight, I have like the lizard tongue, like I transform just my thumb, and like like all the way down at like my waist to get the beer, like a dog would. And so you see the occasional.
C notices you walking over, and as you're walking over, you would notice that he says something to the one across from him. So you sitting down didn't face him and didn't startle them, but D turns to you and goes, "Can we help you?"
No.
I hear you're new.
Can I do a perception to see if I overhear what they're talking about
Sure.
for the conversation?
Yeah, I'm like actively listening on
I know.
this.
I was like, I'm definitely trying to hear.
I'm staring like a star-eyed like school child at this.
Haha! Yay!
Okay, I'll take that.
Is 25.
Same, 15 plus 10.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll say you hear it.
Woo!
There's not a whole lot of ruckus going on anymore. The loudies left.
Yeah.
Yeah, all three of us are new.
Been in the field yet?
Only here. Well, and the docks. That was fun.
I'm guessing that was you.
What?
The gangplanks.
I'm sure I have no idea what you're speaking about.
I'm like quietly giggling over my seat.
See, you see the one across from you kind of snicker a little bit, and he goes, "Yeah, it was you. You're the only Minotaur that came in off that boat."
That's racist.
Oh god.
I don't actually say that.
Okay.
Wrong.
I
Thanks
was-
for
That was not in character.
Okay, I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, I know. Come on.
Especially if you were to say that to like the noblest of the races.
You may want to consider getting a good night's sleep if they put you in the field tomorrow.
Why is that?
C pipes in. He goes, "Well, you see that trio that was sitting next to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just left the caves after doing 90 days in them."
When he says that, I just say loudly, with no break?
D slowly turns around and looks at you and gives you this glare of, "Are we talking to you?"
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
Then to shrink back down, but still clearly looking.
I look at D and
Are,
say, with no break.
You're not required a break.
are they like looking back at the Minotaur again?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Oh,
I have
God.
something that I want to do.
Oh no.
Hey.
um, I want to. I'm going to like set my drink down, and I'm not gonna transform. But I'm gonna kind of like slink down like you would like notice a child like at a restaurant, and like he slowly starts to sink below the table. You know, like to go underneath of it. And I'm going to like sneak over and do the same thing to come back up on that table as well to kind of like
Are you bringing your drink with you? Because it would be great if you're sneaking with the
no
bug on your head.
no. So you want me to roll stealth to see if they?
Yes.
Okay. Oh please God work.
He rolls a natural 1 and hits his head as he goes under the table.
As he's
Oh, God.
sneaking underneath the hood, he falls.
Oh, God.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Ah.
You may have
Magically
wasted your
appears.
best roll of the night.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not even mad.
Obviously it's a complete success. You quietly go underneath the table and essentially disappear and slowly reappear at the end of the table.
And so I'm just kind of like I'm gonna try to do this to
Are
make
you
Skype.
still a lizard?
No, I transformed out of that a long time ago. So I'm gonna
Oh, alright.
try to be kind of like this. When I when I kind of come up.
So just the top of your head sitting at the table. You're not sitting on the chair or anything.
Correct. Just
Okay.
kind of like peering over, like, again, starry-eyed, like, this is the most amusing thing I've seen in years.
This is the best thing ever.
as he pops up, I do what's soon going to be referred to as my Miko look, where I just turn over, I look at him, shake my head, snort, look away. I've already gotten to the point that he doesn't really faze me. It's just like, oh yeah, that's him.
D looks over at you and goes, "That one with you."
I suppose.
Good luck if they put you guys in the fields. I don't know that he'd live more than a day.
And at that point, I kind of, like, pop up and it's like, oh, no. Miko's strong. Very strong.
How long can you live without food and water?
Mm, Miko never had problem finding that.
Some of the fields are straight desert. The caves, there is no food and water unless they deliver it to you.
Oh, Miko find all those things.
Good luck.
Miko, no luck. Miko's strong. Miko's so, yes.
C turns back to Alice soon. With him with you, at least you won't be short of entertainment.
No, he's good comedic relief.
You'll need that to keep your sanity.
Out of character. Do I know all this horror before I sign up?
Nope.
Okay, great.
Nope. They promised you, like, essentially the beach life on your days off. And
Apparently, we won't be getting.
they promised, like, I mean, they made it sound like you'd be living in the lap of luxury.
Brews and bitches and beaches and
The 3Bs, apparently.
Well, if I ever get sick of what they're doing, I will just leave.
You see, like, C and D both kind of just shake their heads. Yep, you're new. There's no leaving.
Oh, I'll make my way out.
Until you've fulfilled your contract, there's no leaving. Besides, you won't want to leave once you get in there.
And why is that?
I don't know. You get in there and you don't want to leave. By the time your shift is over, you find that you've been in there for 3 months, and coming back into this life, this way of living, it's hard.
Yeah, that's just people letting themselves be broken.
Maybe.
All I'm saying is when I'm ready to go, I'm going. Whether it's me leaving a path of trampled grass or a path of trampled corpses.
I find something oddly wonderful on the table, just like smelling, and so I start licking the table, like someone didn't clear off properly. So I'm cleaning up.
You know, C and D both really shake their heads and you notice that they are drinking they're drinking a wine. So they set their wine glasses down and just excuse themselves and leave the table and exit the inn.
I look at
And
Miko. I'm like, you scared him away.
When he says that, I'm like I'm like,
Oh my.
not Miko's fault. They don't know we're missing.
The table with E, F, and G. Which one was the Minotaur?
G.
I decide now is a good time to make my way back to the room. But when I do so, I come down this way and kind of give a half-hearted shoulder. Just kind of drop a shoulder into the other Minotaur on my way past. Nothing menacing, nothing. Not trying to knock him out of his chair or anything, just a nudge. And keep on walking.
You hear an approving snort. That is all.
I'm going to follow the Minotaur, and in kind, instead of like a shoulder,
Oh, God. He's gonna bounce off of him.
I'm going to run up and kind of just like push on the Minotaur, or attempt to push on the Minotaur as I walk by.
Yeah, I need a strength check on that.
So would that be athletics?
Sure, I'll buy that.
Alright. What is my path? Okay. This is not going to work well. Okay. 6 plus 17, so math, 23.
Hey, that's not bad.
Okay. I would say that when you make contact, his chair teeters a little bit, like you don't knock him over, but it's like he definitely like nudges.
Okay, and when that happens, I'm going to attempt to snort, and of course, like little stuff
Stop.
comes out, pig nose, goblin, and big underbite, toothy, mangled smile at him.
You hear like a it would almost sound like a horse. He's just like just kind of grunts at you and turns back to his company at the table.
I'm just waiting for the goblin to be like, I want to be a minotaur when I grow up.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be all proud of myself and kind of trounce off to the room.
As he goes, I'll get up and walk behind him to the room. Oh.
Miko.
Well, I'm just being Minotaur-y.
Mm-hmm.
Minotaur. That made me think of like a Minotaur with an Atari like joystick stuck to his head for some reason.
Oh my. Alright. The evening passes fairly quickly. And you hear a pounding at the door just before dawn.
Yeah.
And they're shouting, "Wake it up! Move it out!"
Yay.
I'm going to wake up as like the hyena dog thing that I was in the first episode.
Okay.
I get up, strap my gear on,
Yep.
head out
Get
to
up,
where the pounding
gather the
was.
things.
Yeah, wherever we needed to go. I'm just gonna kind of follow behind the ranger this time.
When you get out of the room and enter into the main area of the inn, you would notice the lady and the two goblins that were, or the two gnomes that were with her, are sitting there, and she's telling you, "Well, hurry up and eat your breakfast, because if you don't eat now, you're not going to eat for like hours."
Okay.
Go down and ask for some breakfast, please.
As soon as you sit, you notice the Kenk who's there from the night before, and she comes over and she immediately has plates ready for you guys.
Okay. I'm still the
meats,
dog.
cheese,
Meats and cheeses, yay!
some bread that you can just like rip apart and things like that. She sets down. Chars only sets down 2 plates because you're a dog, so she doesn't think you need a plate. So she sets down a plate for Alisu and Kalesh, and runs him back and brings back travel pouches of food for each of you.
Yay!
I'm General Mark Welch. These are my heroes. And we are American Airmen.
And no plate of slop for the dog?
Is that what you're saying?
No, I was saying that out of character, but yeah.
Oh. Now you're saying it in character.
Sure.
I'm sure he
I'm
would
not
like
even
some
sure where he came from.
Quite obviously the ranger's pet.
I look kind of pleased at that.
And I have the most ridiculous, as it were, like a puggle or whatever, like the awkward, like huge underbite, like.
She says, "All right, if he's yours." Goes in back, gets a plate of like it looks like leftovers from making breakfast. Brings it out and just kind of and sets it down before him and heads out.
Okay, and I'll start to face the food.
Didn't see him. Uh, I eat.
All the foods.
All the foods. All right. Well, when you're all done eating, the woman who assigned you to the room here ushers you out into outside the inn. Where you would find a wagon waiting. The back of the wagon is set up for seating, so there's room for all of you to climb up and have a seat. And you would notice that it is drawn by 4 horses. She shows that you guys need to basically get up there and have a seat, and then she hands some paperwork to the Reigns Master.
Oh, she hands paperwork to the guy driving the.
Yep.
Cool.
Other than us, how many on the wagon?
Just 3 of you.
Okay.
Obviously, somebody's driving the wagon.
Oh yeah.
Rain's
That's it?
master.
That's up.
It's the 3 of us and the guy driving the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right.
I pause for a second, look at the chick handing the paperwork over. Just kind of have a look on my face where I'm actively contemplating. And then I climb up into the wagon.
All right.
Yeah, I'll kind of pop up in my current form and just kind of lay down somewhere.
Okay.
I randomly scruff them and pick them up.
I don't say anything, but I'm just like as if I've taken. I'm just like,
I hold them for a minute, kind of half shake them, looking for a reaction, getting nothing. I just put them back down.
Okay. And Arlie, are you on the wagon already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You notice the Reigns Master kind of almost salutes the lady who gave him the paperwork, cracks the reins, and you guys take off at a jolt, or with a jolt. Sorry. And if you look at the map,
the map or
the map.
I'm the map, I'm the map,
I'm the map. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Yep, you're welcome.
On the map itself, the town you're leaving is Ledlia.
Mm-hmm.
You get about to where the fork is in the road, and the wagon comes to a halt. And with that, the Reigns Master pops the seal on the paperwork that he was given, and reads it, and turns back to you guys and goes, "I thought I was taking you to Cessna. Looks like you're going to Lilicow."
And what would be waiting for us there?
He goes, "I don't know. I leave you at the river. Very few venture into there."
So it's a surprise.
Yay. I hate surprises.
Where did he say we were going?
Lilaco.
Yeah.
Lago.
Just south of Ledlia. Lilaco.
The central town on that little island.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a wee thing. So he comes up on it. You notice along the road, side of the road, there's braziers that are blazing, and he comes upon one and tosses the paperwork in there, and keeps moving. Just very very quickly, you come upon the river.
How much time has this taken?
I would say maybe like 12 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, like 10 to 12 hours to get to the river. You left just before dawn, so it's not quite dusk yet for this season.
Okay.
And you come upon the river. You can hear the crashing of it and just the raging river that it is. And he turns the wagon around and essentially just stops and says, "This is where I let you off."
All right.
Okay.
I thank him and hop off the wagon.
Yeah. I'll hop off the wagon as well.
I say nothing to him and get off the wagon.
As soon as you are off the wagon, he cracks the reins and he's out of there.
Like Bash?
Yeah,
Oh, awesome.
like at an alarming rate, he leaves.
All right.
Great.
The river is not very wide. You would notice that you would be able to cross. It looks like you'd be able to cross it pretty easily.
Okay.
Does it look deep?
Not really. Doesn't look deep.
Like, is there anything indicating that we should cross it? Like,
You can
We
see a
don't know
path
if
on the other side.
ah,
Okay. I'm gonna shift out of my dog-ish form, kind of like, even though I'm like when I come out of my form and the fur pops off or whatever into the hairy explosion. I'm still on like my hands and knees, and I plunge my face into the river to kind of get a look underneath, as well as take a gigantic drink.
Alrighty. You would not be able to see anything underneath, as it's very muddy.
Okay.
You would definitely taste fish in your drinking, though.
Okay.
I kind of offhanded remark that, the cat person said he wouldn't be able to find water.
Okay, and I'll, water comes up when I put my head up, and it's a significant amount of time that my head is under there. It's like, people would question why my face is still underwater. Amount of time.
you're an animal changing guy.
And from there I said, okay, that looks like way to go. And then I'll jump into the river, and then when I pop up like near the top of the river, I'll be let's say I'm gonna be hippopotamus.
Oh my.
A 3-foot tall hippo.
And you see just the ears wiggling and stuff as I kind of slowly make my way across.
Oh my.
You said it was not too deep.
No.
We could walk across it.
It does appear that way, yes.
I just out of safety pull my shield and my warhammer off and hold them up above my head as I walk across.
Alright, well, as you got in there, you would notice it didn't really go up higher than your waist.
I still keep them above my head.
His waist?
Yeah,
He's 7 foot tall.
it did not go above his waist.
Okay.
So it's like your chest or something.
My waist would be like 4 foot, somewhere around there.
Okay,
Three
cool.
and a half.
Cool. I follow and walk across
Alrighty.
as best as I can. Ooh, peach glazed ham.
What?
I realized I needed to look up a recipe for a pie that I'm going to be making this week, and I didn't want to forget again, so I searched it real quick, and one of the results was peach glazed ham.
Alrighty. Once you get to the other side of the river, you are immediately I don't want to say apprehended, but encountered by a group of roughly 6 people.
Okay.
You
Are
would
they
again,
a certain race or a mix or?
it's a mix of races.
Right.
You would notice that 2 of them are Minotaur. And I think the Minotaurs are the ones that you're really going to notice. The others are, for the most part, everybody's got a cloak and a hood on, and it's essentially dusk now. The sun's setting, and they're there waiting for you, and they call the 3 of you out by name and say, "It's you, right?"
Maybe.
I'll kind of, when I am climbing out of the river, I'll transform back into a goblin and in my traditional, really odd transforming, I'll pop and then water gets all over the people.
Alright.
I'm in battle ready stance when they come upon me too.
Okay.
I notice them. I don't know who they are, so I pop shield up, hammer back.
Okay. And you, Miss Harley?
Yeah,
Oh,
You with us, Harley?
do we need to put our characters on the other side of the river?
probably would be a good idea.
Wouldn't be harmful to
Okay.
move them.
No.
What are you doing?
Same problem I always have. I can't move myself. I always end up like resizing. Like,
Yeah, let's not do that.
move. Get in the square. Ah! I succeeded.
Ah!
Ah!
Alright, really quick, I'm getting a refill.
Okay. I'll grab more water too then. Scurry!
I will sit here and wait. Because that is what I do. Oh no. There we go. That was somehow a lower layer than the trail. Tail feathers. I got your tail feathers. Now what? What you can do about it? What you can do about it?
Hello.
He tries to fling you across the room.
What?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Oh, Cease is trying to fling our bird across the room.
Why would you do such a thing?
He likes it.
Okay, I'm back or whatever.
Yay!
Yeah.
Holy crap, they multiplied because there were 6 and now there are 7.
Ah!
Oops.
Lies and slander.
Alright, who got water on the Mogwai?
That would be Miko.
Of course.
Yes, that was Miko, as a matter of fact.
Um, the one that appears to be the leader, which would be recognized as B, is another Minotaur, and it would actually be letter B and letter J are Minotaur.
Okay.
There we go.
Letter
And,
E and letter A.
J, the two red ones.
Oh, okay.
BJ.
Yeah,
Not-
good pick.
All right, it's not J. Not J. Let's undo that. Let's go with B and I. B and I. Thank you for ruining that.
Jeez.
All right.
Perfect. Don't you be doing that. It's way too early to be yawning.
I know. I'm cutting back to only 2 cups of coffee a day, and it's killing me.
Yeah. Yeah. I cut myself off middle of the week and I gave up. I was like, nope, can't do that. I need something.
I just need to cut back. So I have a French press now. So I have like 1 French press of coffee, and that's it for the whole day. Ow. No. Go to bed. That hurts. Go to bed. Alright, so B and I are the Minotaurs, and B is the first one to speak up. He is the one that addresses you and tries to confirm that you are the people that they are looking for.
Yep. We are the ones you are looking for. Da, da, da.
Maybe.
Ah.
Are you sure you want her being the face of this group?
I'm no
I'm
face.
kind of like
I'm the smartest person here, so.
I'm like shaking the water off of myself and like, slamming my head to the side to get the water out of my ears.
Alrighty.
Are you still in a hippopotamus form?
That's when I came out of that, I blew up and got
Oh.
it.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So the manager goes, well, either you are or you're not. If you're not, then we'll kill you on the spot.
You mean you would
Yeah.
try to kill us?
We both said that. Yay.
He looks at you and makes a hand gesture, and you hear a whistle from behind, and then you hear about 30 other whistles in response.
I don't move at all.
He looks at you and goes, no, you would die.
No, I doubt it.
We do have a contract. We might as well just, get to fulfilling it.
He makes a gesture with his left hand, and A hands him a stack of papers. And he goes, she does have a point. As he starts unfolding papers and going, if it's you've agreed to allow us to kill you if this is not fulfilled.
Yeah, well, that would assume that your end would be fulfilled as well. But from everything I'm hearing, I'm not seeing beach vacations on the weekend.
There's nothing in this contract that you signed that states a beach vacation.
out of character. You told me earlier that I was told that.
They might have said that, but it's not
They
in
said
the
that.
contract.
It's not in
is
the
what he's
contract.
saying.
I might not be intelligent, but I'm wise, damn it.
Yeah, well, they snuck it past you. They lied out their butts. They talked it up a good storm and let it drop like a rock.
I remain in my battle stance.
I'll just sit down and kind of just watch the, like Indian style, just watch the whole thing unfold.
Hold on one sec. Oh, shit. Yeah. I forgot I have no diplomacy or intimidate on this character, so.
What about bluff?
No. No bluff.
Okay.
So yeah, I go over and sit next to Miko and wait for the Minotaur to make up his mind about whatever he's doing, because as far as I'm concerned, we signed contracts and we're gonna fulfill them.
As far as I'm concerned, I didn't realize I signed a contract. I'm just kind of following the path of life, you know?
Yeah. It has not dawned on you that you've been sold into slavery yet.
Right.
Bondage. Yeah. Love. Freaking truffles. Alright, well, the Minotaur takes note that you two are sitting there watching Alisu, and he goes, well, it looks like you're, hey, be nice to me.
Sorry, I heard it and I couldn't help myself.
What?
He's saying I said Minotator.
I heard Minotaur.
Yeah, well, when you're on decaf, crap happens.
Anyway.
So, wait, now your character's moved? No.
Oh,
Who's
I moved
moving
mine.
Alisu?
I haven't
Oh,
moved anything.
wait. I forgot I'm not A.
No, you're K.
Yeah, you're confused. Stop. Trying to put him back.
Alice already did that.
Oh.
So B turns to Alisu and says, it would appear that your comrades have made up their mind.
It would appear my comrades are not as smart as I am.
Pretty smart.
Listen, we don't have time for this crap. Either you are who you say you are, and we go forward, or you're not, and we kill you now. I'm not playing this game anymore. Are you with this Alisu?
I put my shield and warhammer away. I relent. Yeah. Yeah, I am.
All right then. Look, you hear him give a loud whistle, and then he just shouts, "Let's move them out!" And from the edges of the darkness and the shadows, just swarm in about 30 more people.
I could have taken them.
And they lead you off to Ledlia. Or not Ledlia. Wow. That
Oh
other
yeah, we
town.
have to go back to where we came.
I was gonna say that makes the wagon ride kind of pointless.
Hmm.
Lalaka.
The Loco. Yes. Oh my. It's the last time I do D&D on decaf.
We have about an hour left, just to let you guys know. Timing.
That's fine. If I can keep my senses about me, we'll be good.
If.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Huh?
Musical.
Bob's Burgers.
No.
When they bring you into town, you would notice a small handful of cottages, like 2 small cottages, multiple large cottages, and then you would see fields.
The fields are the green.
Yep.
I'm going to assume this is the fields that everybody was talking about.
Do we see what's in those fields?
Crops.
Of?
Green.
Stuff.
I see
Barley.
fields of green.
Is it bad that I thought that same thing?
Yeah.
Are the clouds white?
I had fields of gold going in my head, but I was trying to make it go away.
Yeah, it either has to be barley or hops or barley or hops.
Well, considering that
Fields of yeast.
Considering that one of the brands is known for ale and hard liquor, and the other is known for their mead and wine.
Honey. Fields of honey.
It could be fruit. It could be anything growing in these fields. So,
Fields
directly.
of honey. I am not beekeeping in this adventure. Just so you know.
I think a minotaur would be the best beekeeper.
I know, because you have the little tail to just swat the bees away.
We have broken the DM.
And I can.
Radix went away.
Oh no, what happened?
Way to turn off your video camera.
I didn't.
Apparently you did.
Way to break it. Way to break it. Alright, they lead you into the center of town. Immediately within the town, you notice the 3 fields. You notice them mostly because there are torches burning around them for people to keep watch over them. People are bustling in and around the town, trying to get things into order. You notice that everybody seems to be in a hurry. And if you want to know more, you got to give me a perception check.
I have a 13.
As do I. 10 plus 3. Or rather, 3 for a roll, 10 for the stat.
30.
How are you not the face if you're able to see everything?
That's not a face thing. That's
Yeah.
a wisdom check, not a charisma.
Yeah.
I need to see everything so that I know what to punch in the face.
Alright.
I gotta see if, just really quick, I want to see if this bot is actually playing nice tonight.
Well, it gave me a 17 and then it gave me a 2, so...
No, it's not any better for me. Okay.
Yes. Alright, so...
Yeah, I wrote that into the code. It's an automatic +5 for me.
Yeah, please don't change me again, please?
You would notice that very few of the workers are dirty. They're very well kept. You would notice that they're not running around in standard working attire. They're not in like ball gowns and stuff like that, but they're not in your traditional tunic and pants. It's for like working attire. It's a little bit nicer than that.
Good, we got the fancy camp.
And you would also notice that everybody seems to be on a mission.
Do I notice that everyone is fancy, even with my terrible roll?
You would notice that their attire is different.
Different, as in better?
Well, yeah, like it's not. You would notice that it's not your standard working attire.
Okay. At that point, I'll like look and see everyone, and I'll like sniff my armpits and like lick my hand and slick back my hair / mane a little, and kind of like puff out my chest. Try to look more regal.
Okay.
Okay. Is somebody giving us direction on where we go for now?
The group that led you into camp, the like initial 3 that you saw up front, they're still with you. The others have dispersed amongst the town, just rushing around about business. A couple of them you would notice have gone to run off to essentially take watch over the fields.
Okay.
Who's being chased by Godzilla?
Harley.
What?
Yeah. Dumping.
Oh, I was just rolling my d20. Sorry.
It sounded like maybe you were in Jurassic Park or something.
Yeah, it sounded like you were kicking your desk or something.
Nope.
I just actually
Literally
had, like, a
just
boombox.
throwing my d20 on the pad of paper.
Funk.
Oh yeah.
The Minotaur bee that was talking is barking commands to different people. You hear him shouting about, make sure the torches are lit, and make sure this is done, make sure that's done. Somebody get on this. And he turns back around to the 3 of you, and he's like, "You better find you a place to sleep." And he grabs just a random person that's running by and just grabs them by their arm, almost takes them off their feet. And he's like, "What?" And you hear him, "What task are you on?" And they stumble over what they're trying to say. It's like, "Well, it doesn't matter anymore. Take these people to this spot." And he salutes them, and he shows you off to one of the small cottages that like you walk in, and it's literally like 2 beds and a wash bowl. And that's it.
Okay, 2 beds?
2 beds, 1 wash bowl.
How many people are in there?
The 3 of you.
Oh, okay.
Is it still like morning-ish?
Nope.
Oh.
The
No,
sun
it's
has set.
very, very dark.
Oh, wow. I missed that. Okay.
Yeah, I asked how much time had passed, and she was like 10 to 12 hours.
Oh, I totally heard 10 to 12 minutes.
Oh.
That's some really fast horses. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
little different. Alright, cool. Well, in that case, I eat a little snack from the pack that we brought with us and bunk down.
Yeah, I'm just kind of following people, so.
Oh wait, there's only 2 beds.
Yeah. I have not bunked down.
Okay.
But I think what I'll do, since I realize that no matter how strong my character thinks he is, I'll never actually be as big as a Minotaur. So I will
You could turn into a
turn.
3-foot cow.
I
I was
was
gonna say he could turn it into a 3-foot minotaur.
I was actually going to turn into a sloth and hang from like one of the bedposts.
Nice.
You would actually, if you looked up, you would notice that there's like banisters up top.
Even
like
better.
rafters.
Okay, yeah, I can do that too, like a little lizard or a snake or something, and wrap myself around.
Sloth was
But
good.
I'm gonna go.
Six.
I'm gonna go with sloth for now.
2-toe or 3-toe?
Obviously 3.
Yeah, sure.
The 2 is so much better.
What?
Oh, bitch! Don't even get me started.
Is there much of a difference between the two? I'm confused.
No. No.
What?
Yeah, 1 toe.
Also, I'm actually surprisingly bad at shapeshifting. That's why there's so many weird after effects, and so I actually have like don't have just the 3. I have like normal like 5
Ah,
or however many goblins have.
you're a
He has 4
5-toed
toes.
sloth.
Yeah.
He's a 4-toed sloth.
Yeah.
Even
Alrighty.
better.
All right. What are you doing?
I missed something. Were we shown somewhere?
Yes, it was while you were dealing with that thing. You were shown somewhere. There's only 2 beds and a wash bowl. They opened the door, showed your way in, lit a torch inside the room, or a light inside the room, shut the door, and left.
Is either of the beds bigger than the other?
No.
I'm assuming neither of them are 7.5 feet long.
No, they're about 6.
I lay down on the bed in a way that my feet hang off the end, and my hooves actually touch the floor.
Okay.
And then it like comes up to the knee, and then I'm laying on the bed with the rest of me.
Okay. Okay. So you guys are just coming in, bunking down, that's it?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. I mean, I don't know anything otherwise. A, because I'm a character that has the mental capacity that is
A 6-year-old?
Oh god, she's rolling
Light.
dice.
slightly underdeveloped, and I don't actually know what like my character should do.
We're screwed. Oh god. She rolled lots of dice.
Oh no.
She rolled 4 dice.
For getting raided.
You're fine. He says lots of dice. They're my mini D6s.
D6. That's like a giant fireball. 12 D6.
Okay.
Take that.
Well,
Put you guys into a room.
could they get us a smaller room?
Nope.
Yep.
No, that's literally the smallest they have.
Jerks.
Well, we are new.
Yeah. So I think the one above us is just slightly smaller.
That's just because it's not lined up properly. So I didn't plan on using it. Alright, so, you would notice that there are 2 very small windows in this little bitty hut. Hey now, whoa. Put it back.
What just happened?
He
Mr.
made it
Alisu.
larger.
Oh.
Undo. He's playing with stuff.
my
I had to
heart.
make sure your statement of our room being the smallest was true.
Well, then you'd have to resize the other two small ones as well.
Yeah.
Because they're all copies of that one. Anyway, so there's two small windows in this hut, if you will, and as the sun's coming up, lights coming in will start coming through the windows. And oh no.
There, now it's the smallest.
I don't even know if two beds can fit in there.
Did you do that?
I did not. I was playing with the bird.
Is that you, Radix?
Dude, I've been sitting here drinking beer and twirling a pen. Blame Arlie.
Yeah,
You know how well I can actually use Google Documents.
Yeah, Arlie's worse, so that's why I went to you first.
It's nice to know that I can frame you guys for stuff,
I was
though.
gonna say the entire mat didn't shrink.
Well,
Yeah, this is bullshit.
Alright, so as the sun's coming up, you would start to hear rustling and noise, people like tossing stuff and stuff getting moved around, and that's what you would be coming awake to.
Alright. I get up and get myself gathered and open the door and look outside.
I'll do a very slothish yawn, yeah.
So after 10 minutes, he's done yawning.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I kind of I'm going to transform into my hyena dog thing.
Okay.
During Miko's yawn, I got up, put my armor on, put my shield on my back, picked up my warhammer, threw it over my shoulder, and walked out the front door. All during his yawn.
Okay. Once you get outside, roll me perception.
All of us?
If you want to know what's going on outside.
12!
31.
Seriously, dude? Really? 14.
What did you have, Arlie?
12.
Wow.
Seriously, I have the same wisdom as Syl. This is stupid.
I keep rolling low on my perception checks.
I know, I rolled a 4.
That's what I rolled too.
Alright. You would all notice that people are bustling around, obviously in a hurry. Everybody always seems like they're in a hurry. Let's see here. Alice, you would notice that 3 people walked past mentioning something about food and going to like something that was described as a mess hall. And 2 people that walked in the opposite direction, basically they were heading north, mentioned something about getting their assignments for the day.
I'm assuming I probably didn't notice or hear any of that.
You didn't hear any of that stuff, no.
Yeah.
You guys would also notice. You guys would notice, though. All 3 of you would notice that they have an awful lot of scarecrows that they're moving around.
Must have a crow problem.
Damn Jon Snow.
Roll. You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Oh, jeez.
I turn to the other two and I'm like, "Are you hungry?"
Yeah.
And I'll kind of trot off.
I point to the building to the north.
South.
No, I know it's south. I point to the building to the north.
So he's pointing us to the wrong building, I guess.
I'll wait to follow because that's what I tend to do.
I wait for a second and turn south.
Okay.
Well, southwest, I guess it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you go with him, Radix?
Yeah, I was gonna follow him.
Alright. And I will follow after as well.
Oh, my trick didn't get anyone.
Well,
Well, I was like, whoa, but then, like, he went with you, so I was like, well, I'll go with you guys. No idea where you're going, but...
yeah, I tend to just kind of follow people, so.
No one knows.
Nobody knows.
The trouble I've seen.
Oh, Lord help me.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
All right. So
Like
you're
the
at the
PM
mess hall,
song.
except for Arlie, who is still showing up in her bed.
No.
Yeah, Arlie's bad at moving her character.
I am.
Blamed for shit.
Ta-da. It's because every time I try to move my character, I always resize her, and then I gotta redo it, and so I try to avoid doing it whenever possible. Alright, mess hall.
Are you guys just sitting outside the mess hall, or you're actually going to
Yes.
go in?
Well,
We're standing. Ah, shit!
if you go in, the brown is like the outside, this top layer.
Is that better?
Yes,
You okay, Arlie?
Yeah.
Okay.
literally Hitler.
I'm just glad he marked his Twitch stream for mature audiences.
Oh yeah, you think I could go a stream without swearing?
I don't think we swear that much usually.
Yeah. I've actually, even though this goblin was supposed to be foul-mouthed, I haven't called any minotaurs bull whores this episode.
Oh yeah, I forgot that happened last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't notice cussing usually, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just so used to it, so.
I forgot about the bull thing.
The bull whore?
I forgot about that. All right, so the minute you walk into the mess hall, you walk in and there's people getting ready to get food. It looks like a cafeteria almost. The minute you walk in, though, everything just kind of stops and people turn and look at you.
Hey.
Hi.
Yeah, I have the most ridiculous grin on my face, and I do the little 6-year-old.
So you're back to being a goblin now?
Yeah, when I walked in.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was imagining you all hyena going rah, the tongue hanging out.
Like the goofy guy, the goofy hyena from The Lion King that's
Yes.
stupid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so nobody's really fazed by your greeting, your happy, cheerful attitude. They're just like, right, and everything's really quiet. People are still getting their food and everything, but the bustle has left the room. It's gotten very just quiet.
Odd.
Once that happens, I'll do what I did last night when I thought everyone was super fancy, and I'll stiff my armpits, spit in my hand, and slip my hair back and kind of puff myself up with a great big toothy smile.
As everything quiets down, I turn and look at Miko and I said, "See, you did it again."
Yes, I know. Miko makes strong entrance. Miko, turn face. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Turn face.
I
Alright.
sure do.
You would notice on the far side of the building is where the line is essentially started, and people are going through, gathering a plate, getting their slop, and taking their chairs.
Okay.
So like it's basically like, tray, plate, you pick up and go over.
No tray, just a plate.
Assembly line o' food.
Mm-hmm.
Go over, pick up a plate and get in line.
Were we allowed to actually like have our weapons and stuff with us? Like,
Right now, yeah.
I was gonna say allowed or not, I do.
yeah. Okay, so I'll kind of walk over. I'm assuming the thing is kind of like over my head, like where the food is distributed.
Yeah, it's like, what height is it at?
Yeah, thank you.
How tall is Miko?
3'4".
It's like a little kid going through a buffet.
Pretty much. That's why
You put
I'm
something
thinking
on
of.
my plate, please.
Yeah, because they're right about 3.5 feet, maybe 4 feet up. Like, they're up pretty high.
Okay. I am. How am I gonna play this? Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make myself. I'm gonna turn myself into a monkey, and from my tail, hang myself from Arlie's ranger's shoulder, and still kind of like perk up and stuff, so I can hold my plate out.
Okay.
I just kind of shake my head, but I let him do it. Like, hey.
Meanwhile, coming up behind him, I grumble something about why is everything always so low? I hate having to bend over just to get food.
Okay.
Okay.
You are given essentially a slop of what looks like maybe like gravy and potatoes.
Nice.
I give a great big toothy smile to the person, and when they do that, I'll have my food in one hand, and the person who like poured on the slop, I was like, ah, yes, food of God. Thank you, God server.
Food of God, like God?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make sure I heard that right.
They shake
not-
their heads at you.
Coming up behind him with my plate out, I just kind of say, don't mind him.
Okay.
I get my slop, I go and sit down.
Yeah, I'm hanging off of Arlie.
All right. You notice that the tables generally seat like 8 people. When you get to your table, whoever was seated there leaves and goes to a different table or leaves the mess hall completely.
Okay, when we sit down and that happens, is it? See, Miko's so strong. People scared. People scared Miko. And I, again, big toothy smile as I like in like goblin form now, face to slop.
I'm sure it's totally you, Miko.
I don't acknowledge you just hear.
Okay. shortly after you have finished your food, almost immediately after, actually, one of the guardsmen there for the town comes over and tells you that you need to go meet with a general to retrieve your assignments for the day.
Who?
Okay.
A general.
Oh, okay.
General Snuff and Fluff.
Sure.
General Snuff and Fluff?
Sure.
That's his name, A General. The A is like Albert General.
Nice. Alright.
Albert Snuff and Fluff General.
There we go.
We'll go with that.
He sounds totally threatening.
And they tell you what building to go to find said person.
Are there other people still in the mess hall?
A few.
I go and try to sit next to one of them.
Oh, there's nobody else still eating. There's just people like cleaning up and...
Oh, you didn't say that.
You didn't specify what people. You gotta be specific. Specific, please.
Anyways,
Whenever. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say after we're told that, I get up to go start heading towards the assignment place.
As we're walking over, I'm giggling to myself, saying, "Why drink people need general? This is stupid army. Miko clan wiped them out."
You're not still a monkey, are you?
No, I'm a goblin. I said that before when I was eating my slop.
Alright. Forgot the whole eating thing happened.
I give the aforementioned Miko look. Just look at him, shake my head, snort, go about my business.
Okay.
And I make my way over to the assignment office also.
It also needs to be moved back.
Copy.
All the boxes apparently need to be moved back.
As Arlie's just running through all of them.
No, that was Radix.
Yeah, that was me. That was not me. Deleted shit.
That wasn't me either.
That's me.
Yeah. Breaking your own
that-
stuff.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Alright, so, words and things. You walk in and there's two guards there, one on either side, and basically a walkway that leads to a table. There's really nothing else in this room. There are two people at the desk ahead of you, and one of them is begging for a different assignment, like on his knees, crying, begging for a different assignment. And the general tells him flat out, "Sorry, it's not I am not the one that makes the assignments. I just hand them out. You know that. I can't do anything about this." And he said he just continues to plead, and in his pleading you hear him say, if I take this assignment, if I go on this assignment, I'll die. I'm going to die. And the general's just like, there's nothing I can do. The assignment was given to you. Only you can do this. Nobody else can do the assignment for you. You have to do this. And he just hands it to him, and he just essentially washes his hands of the situation. And one of the guards goes over and essentially picks up the guy and escorts him out of the building as he is crying. And there's a nervous look on the other gentleman's face as he reaches forward and gets his assignment. And when he opens his paper, he's like, "Oh, nope, no problem. I'll have this done, no problem." And he walks out.
As he walks out, I'll kind of like, "Me could do that better than him."
I look at the general guy, and I'm like, what was the first guy's assignment?
I don't know.
Yeah, you have assignments that can result in death.
I think he was handing out folded pieces of paper.
He looks at you and he goes, I don't know what he was talking about. Some people are very dramatic here.
Okay.
Anywho,
I'll
we're here
take
to get
mine.
our assignments, obviously.
He looks up at you, looks down at a list, and he goes, name.
Hellish.
You see him jot something down next to your name, and he goes, number 42. And he hands you. There's a box next to him. He grabs a scroll, hands it to you, and it's been sealed with a wax seal. It has the number 42 on it.
Are you gonna open it?
I did. I said, boop, boop. That was me opening it.
Oh, okay.
It was the sound effect of me flipping off the seal and being like, whoop.
Oh god, flipping off the seal. Now I'm
What's in it, DM?
now I'm imagining somebody giving the finger to a 90s rap artist.
Alright. In Kalesh's assignment, it just states that you are to harvest the North Field.
My pleasure, my pain, baby.
Oh, jeez.
I walk up, I say, Alisu.
Looks at his list. Alisu. Alisu, number 86. One moment. He moves a crate off to the side, shuffles to the crate below it, pulls out a scroll and hands it to you. Goes, there you go.
I open it immediately.
You're going faster than I can write.
My husband just opened the door to let the dog out, and he literally just stood there with his head out the door, not going out.
Alrighty. As you read through your assignment, Alisu, it states that you have the night watch on the south field.
Night watch. The night's watch guard. Oh no!
Oh, Lord, help me.
I'll kind of walk up. How tall is this table or whatever?
Taller than you. Unfortunately, like everything is taller than Miko.
I
can pick you up.
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, like,
So,
I'm
yeah,
going
it's like
to,
3.5
like,
feet.
I'm going to climb, and with, like, one shoulder up, I'm like, Miko! And, like, salute him.
I reach down and kind of give him a little boost, hold him up a little bit.
And I'll, slick my hair back again. Pop up.
Alright, the general looks at you and goes, Miko. Alright. Number 12.
No. Miko won. Miko number 1.
Right. Must be a
yes.
mistake.
Yes.
Goes digging through the top crate again, grabs a rolled parchment and hands it to Miko.
I will. Okay, so I'm assuming the parchment is supposed to be read like up and down, like this.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm going to unroll it like this. Be like, tongue out, like.
I lean over and look at it. What does it say?
Yeah, because obviously I won't know.
Right.
I can't read.
So
yes,
Kalesh...
Miko do guard, very good.
So Kalesh is reading for Miko?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Kalesh would notice that it states that he has mess hall cleanup.
Oh. I go, no, you're not guarding. You're going back to the mess hall to do cleanup.
So, Miko eats rest of food?
Guess so. Like, that's one way to get rid of it.
Ah, stupid cat person say Miko can't find food. They give Miko food. Stupid cat person. This is why people don't take cat people serious. So, oh, it's so bad. No food, no water. They can give us food. See, Miko better than cat people. And I'm like
Yes.
cackling to myself, leaving my companions behind as I strut out the door.
He's like, I've got the best assignment ever.
All right.
So I was supposed to go to the north field.
Yeah, you're to help
Okay.
harvest the North Field.
I will head that way then.
And I'm assuming since we just got up, it's morning.
Seriously, the mess hall is set for foreground again.
I don't know what's going on. So I'm fixing it.
No,
I'm working to fix it. Stop moving stuff.
I didn't mean to.
Just target
It's
your.
hard.
Just get yourself, and then move yourself to front.
I was.
Baby. Thanks, Sil. Now I have freaking seal stuck in my head.
Welcome.
He's good at that.
Slipping into the future.
You could be kissed by a rose.
That's what I was just singing.
That's the one he was singing.
All right, so
Theme from one of the worst movies ever. Anyway,
all right, so right now, Kalesh, you are in the North Field.
Yep.
I am right though. It is morning, right?
Yeah.
I'm going back to bed. Oh, wait. I just walked into somebody else's house.
No, that's so much better.
Maybe they had a bigger bed.
Random person
You
comes
checking
home,
to
sees
see
a
if they
giant
have
bull
longer
laying in their bed.
beds.
Oh, okay. I gotta figure out how I want to do this. There's you, and I'll say 4 other people with you harvesting
We're going
this
to ask
field.
a member of the
Right.
studio
What's in the
audience if
field?
they want to come up here on the stage, maybe introduce the next
Are you in the
actor,
field?
something on television.
No, but I'm
for his
interested.
big-
Well, then you should go visit the field.
No, I'm sorry, I'm cleaning the mess hall.
From a rose on the ring.
Cleaning it by
let's
eating
rock it.
all the leftover food.
It's from
Yeah,
Batman
well,
Returns.
so there's like dirty dishes, like
all the Batmans.
Radix linked it.
All I know is I look over and I see Alasu watching Jack Black on YouTube.
No, I linked it because every time that I hear Kiss from a Rose is when Jack Black did it for American Idol.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know he did it for American Idol.
yeah.
Wow.
Bad.
It's hilarious.
The pirouettes are kind of interesting.
Even Seal says it's amazing. My pleasure, my pain.
That's cool.
Yo, dog, what are you doing?
He threw a
dog? What's
rose
going
at
on
the
with you up
judges.
there?
America's Next Top Model.
All right. So there's you and 4 other people with you
Okay,
in
that's done.
the field. You would notice that the field is broken off into quarters of different things that are growing. It is primarily fruits. Where you're at right now would be a section that is primarily strawberries.
Is that like from the first season of American Idol?
Not like she's paying attention though.
Sorry. I got distracted by that. very distractible. Anyway, sorry.
Well, at least I was able to answer Radix's question.
Yeah, primarily fruits. Thank you.
Yeah.
Fruits, yay!
So you're harvesting this field.
Okay.
Where you're standing right now is primarily strawberries.
Strawberries!
Strawberries.
I wonder if I want to occasionally stick a strawberry in my pocket stealthily.
Good luck with that. There are also 4 other people with you that are harvesting this field.
I think I will try. I got 20 total.
Sure, you were able to put a strawberry in your pocket.
Woohoo!
Oh, thievery.
Yeah.
Other than that, you're just doing your assignment.
Cool.
No, that was a question.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, no. I'm good. Just trying to get the work done.
Okay. So then we'll go to Miko in the
Miko.
mess hall.
Miko.
And it is you and a few other people with you that are on mess hall duty.
Who is with me?
I don't know. Just a couple people. The cook is there. The person who served your breakfast is there.
Okay.
And there's a person there sweeping the floor.
Okay, what am I doing? What am I
Licking the
supposed to do?
plates.
They have assigned you to clean off the tables.
Oh god.
Hmm. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to think of a clever way to do this.
Go for it.
Thanks, guys. That's enough. I don't need any more input.
You got it as your wife, I guess.
Look, you guys. The chop off his penis. That is his.
I am apparently not clever, so
I'm gonna start firing detectives.
I am
Sorry. I just never
just going to maintain my goblinness.
no need to be so
Oh, the
And-
goblinity.
Yeah. And like, am I given a towel or something or water?
They they gave you like a bucket and a rag, but you would also notice that these tables are wood. I've lost everybody.
There would, and I was given a rag with water.
We were all busy dancing to the music.
I was breaking down, damn it.
You were given a bucket and a rag
With water, yes.
to clean wooden tables.
Yes.
Okay.
Are the tables taller than him?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
but there's benches next to the table, so he can stand
Oh.
on the benches.
Benches, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining, like him climbing up and standing on the benches. And
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet the rag or whatever and stand on the actual table itself and start to push it like, you know, like a what is it, a Zambino?
Zamboni.
Zamboni.
Zamboni, yeah. And then I'll like stand up at the end of it and notice how I like walked through it and like, and I'll like go back the way that I went to like cover up the footprints or whatever and notice that I like walked through it again. I like, and then I will like wrap this giant like rag around me and wet it, and then I'll just roll down the table, and then I'll like fall off, of course, because that's totally accidental. And then I'll like climb back up on the bench and be like, yes, okay. is it, totally pleased. This is the logical thing to do.
And there's 12 tables.
Okay.
It's not just one table. I just want to let you know that.
Yeah, it's
Wait, 12 tables
How-
fitting 8 people in that little room?
Sorry. Hold on. Let me make it
I'm joking.
more company for you.
I'm joking. It would have to be like the whole map.
Yeah.
There.
okay. And yeah, I can't. Like, what I'll do is I'll hold the for the next table. I'll hold like the wetted like rag in my mouth, and then like I'll leap like with a running start towards the table, and then I'll turn into like a stingray with it like collapsed under me, and I'll slide the length of the table, and then fall off and come back up as a goblin, and do the table thing like, yes, this is good, yes.
By the time you finish the second table, you have caught the eye of everybody in the mess hall as they are lining the walls, just watching you clean tables.
See, so for yeah, I guess the next one, I guess I'll do it as a snake or whatever, and have my tail like come behind me and come
With
slither
the
slather.
rag over it.
Yeah, as my tail as like wrapped around my tail, and as I come, it'll wipe it down that way. And I look equally pleased with that. And I go through this list of like interesting things that I think are just like apparently awesome, and this is obviously how it's supposed to be done.
Right. All right.
Eh.
Go
And
ahead.
so I finished with that.
All right.
I will attempt to cooperate.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay. The day essentially is uneventful aside from you start hearing people talking about Miko's way of cleaning tables. It has become the talk of the town. Something along the lines of, "Did you see that crazy goblin?"
No, his body is so physically massive.
You,
He needs a much larger dose.
oh goodness.
I just thought of the most amazing way to do it next time this comes up, and I have to write a note to myself.
Do what?
I thought if I get assigned this again, I thought of the most amazing way to do it again in the future. I just have to write a note to myself.
Yes. You, the harvesting in the fields goes essentially uneventful, aside from the fact that you managed to sneak away a strawberry. The mess hall is essentially uneventful, aside from Miko's newfound way of cleaning. And the dinner hour comes rather quickly.
Right. Well, Miko's already in the mess hall.
Yep.
I wake up and go over.
In the evening, do they like signal that we're done? And
Oh yeah, you hear like a horn sound that essentially calls everybody in for meal.
All right.
Yep, something like that.
How was cleaning the mess hall today, Miko?
At everyone else useless. They just watch Miko clean. They're like, don't know how to clean. They're just like, and
Maybe they were
fine.
just really impressed with how good you are.
Miko no think of this, but this must be, yes, Miko is very good, yes.
Yeah, you just wowed them. Good job. They pat him on the head.
And, you know, toothy grin on his stupid little face.
Alright. So go get in line, get food. Are you gonna do the monkey on my shoulder thing again for getting food?
Hold on one sec.
Okay.
I do nothing special except go through the line, get food, go sit down.
You hear people talking about Miko and his newfound way of cleaning. You've been sleeping.
And how amazing it is.
I stop the first person who I hear talk about it and say, what about cleaning now?
Miko, the crazy goblin that was cleaning the tables as some random animal.
Oh god, what did he do now?
Clean the tables as some funky animal. Apparently it was very entertaining. I'm really hoping tomorrow I get assigned to mess hall so I can watch him do it.
I'm just gonna bring it up now because I'm not gonna remember to make a note of it, or whether it's even gonna happen, or whatever. So, one of the last ones, I ripped the towel in half and, you know, start like dancing on the table as a goblin, singing Gwen Stefani, "Ain't no holler back, girl, ain't no holler back, girl, get out of my back."
Oh god.
And you hear about that.
I spend the rest of the evening trying to figure out what a Gwen Stefani is.
What is a Gwen Stefani?
I just kind of shrug it off like everything else Miko related.
It's like, you don't know Gwen Stefani? She great priestess of Iron Wolf clan. Great priestess. Sing many good oh shit, what do you call them? Sing many praises to our
Hems? Was that the word you were looking for?
yeah. Sing many good things to Harvest and to our people.
No doubt.
That, yes, no doubt, actually.
Oh god. That is the god. Seriously, god damn it.
And killed the
Apparently, yeah. I wasn't trying to kill anyone that time.
Same kind of fee.
Let me bring this into the view. This is my knee. That is the biggest knee slapping thing I've listened to, like, I think I've ever heard.
You did open that door, I just want to say.
I did. It seems like we got caught in that spider web. Okay, no one else knows, no doubt.
No, I know it.
Okay.
No, I'm trying not to spit my water all over my keyboard.
I'm not very good at name that artist, so.
Well,
I know,
guess
ain't the holler back girl.
Miko,
Miko.
don't speak.
Oh god. Oh, you son of a bitch. This is the punniest thing I think we've ever done.
I'm just waiting for you guys to pull the discography and start, you know, rattling off different.
Too late.
I don't have to. I actually really like No Doubt. And I like Gwen Stefani too. It's crazy.
I Yeah, I'm a huge ska fan, so of course I love that all that.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh my.
Careful. No hairballs on the show.
Yeah.
So I have to ask Miko, happy now?
I clap Aletsu on the shoulder. I'm like, I'm sure underneath it all, you're a quite funny guy too.
I can't even. I'm gonna be a 14-year-old girl for this from Tumblr, and I'm like, I can't even. This episode.
I sit down and eat.
It's probably a good idea at this point.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Wow. Where do I go from here?
I don't know if you can.
Yeah. You guys make it difficult. Alright, your meal is uneventful. There are quite a few people that do come over and slap Miko on the shoulder and say, "Great job today, Miko. Hopefully, I'll get the chance to watch you do this tomorrow, and I'll learn a few tips."
And of course, big smiles. It's like, oh yes.
Masterclass on cleaning tables tomorrow.
Yeah. And the one of the head guardsmen comes over to the table and looks to Alisu and says, "You know you're on duty tonight, yes?"
Yep.
All right. What what field did they assign you to?
South.
All right. Well, come see me before you head to your field. I want to give you some pointers and some things to look for and things like that. And he tells you I'm in the building next to the mess hall.
Okay.
He exits the mess hall. Other than that, the meal was uneventful.
Bye. We head back to the room. Well, I head back to the room after food. Don't know if you-
Yeah, I'll probably do that too.
I move on to the building next to the mess hall.
Okay.
Do I have to clean up at night too?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, my pretty.
Okay. Is it still just like the same people there?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sounds good. Why not?
Okay.
Do they tell him to clean the tables again?
Good question.
Do they look at him and go, "Excuse me, mister"? I'm getting back to the song titles, sorry.
Yeah, I know.
No, we'll say that they have you sweeping the floor tonight. The tables weren't too bad, so they set you to sweeping the floor.
Okay, I turn into a peacock, and then I just waddle my butt through the whole thing, sweeping.
Oh, with your feathers down?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I take it then you turned into a male peacock.
Yes.
Do you always turn into male animals?
I have no idea.
It's a thing I've never thought about before.
I haven't taken notice.
All right, so
Oh, I don't have him. Damn it.
when Alisu meets up with the head of the guard next door, he lets you know to keep an eye out, always be on the ready. He tells you what torches to burn. He actually hands you a small map and says, "Make sure these torches are lit. Make sure that the scarecrows are in place." And
the
then-
scarecrows are in place.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And he actually steps outside of the little room he's in and flags down a couple people and tells them to start placing the crows. That's all he says. Start placing the crows. And he slaps you on the shoulder and says, "You can survive tonight, you'll survive any night."
Okay.
And as you're leaving his vicinity, the gentleman who was in the assignment hall that was crying about getting his assignment is there, tear-stricken, and he has the assignment of the West Field.
Turn and look at him. I'm like, what are you so worried about?
And he looks at you and goes, "The attacks, the death, they're gonna kill me, they're gonna kill me, they're gonna kill me."
What attacks?
They happen every night. Did you not hear them last night? They attacked.
No, I slept right through.
They attacked. And he starts like just mumbling under his breath. They attack, they attack, they attack. Is that your scarecrow?
Sure.
Okay. And the head of the guard comes over and starts talking to him a little bit, very quietly, and kind of motions for you to be on your way.
I go over to my field, start lighting the torches that I'm supposed to light. Setting up the scarecrows. I'm supposed to set up.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. There always a good day.
All right. The first couple hours of the night go uneventful. You hear it gets really quiet as everybody is asleep.
Ooh,
Ouch.
you didn't like that.
I didn't like that either.
He's trying to eat my headphones.
Oh.
The second couple hours, coming up on midnight, you hear yelling in the West Field. Twice. The first yell sounds like a shrill or a shriek, and the second yell sounds like it belonged to the one who was given the guard duty for that field. And then you hear it again in the North Field.
I continue my patrol.
Right around 5 a.m. you hear it in the North Field. And you begin to smell smoke.
Do I see fire?
You see smoke.
From?
Coming from the north.
I'm going to kill you. Shut up. Alright, you said Northfield?
Yes.
I continue my patrol.
Okay. As the hour wears on, you hear yelling, and you begin to see fire in the North Field.
Is there anybody else patrolling the South Field with me?
Nope.
So I've got the South Field to myself.
Yep.
And return the same as I think. Yo!
I'll I'll head up to the north field, see what's going on.
Okay. You arrive to the north field, and the head of the guard is there already, and he looks like he's about to chastise you for leaving your post. And as he gets ready to, another gentleman starts yelling about how there's just not enough people to maintain the fire. As you notice that the fire is engulfing the entire field. And they start sounding horns to wake everybody up from their beds to tend to the fire that has set ablaze the entire field. And he basically issues an order to you to start bringing up barrels of water to try and douse the fire, as there are carts bringing barrels in from the river.
I do so.
Are we supposed to do anything with this?
Oh, God.
You guys hear the horn sound, the alarm sound, as the goal is to try and rouse people from their beds, so it's blaring loudly throughout the entire village.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's see if I hear that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Perception. I probably I actually don't know how I'm supposed to take this with a natural one. Does that mean I really hear it, or I don't hear it at all?
No, you didn't hear it.
Okay, never mind then.
I have a total of 20.
You would have heard it.
Alright. I get up and look over, and Miko doesn't look like, yep. I reach over and shake his shoulder.
Does Miko respond to that?
I spout some sort of tail from some sort of animal and slap her with it. Slap the arm, and the rest of me doesn't notice that I was doing it or something. It's just
if I was my other character, I'd just pick him up and start walking out. I tell him, wake up, something's happening. And shake him more to try and rouse him.
Okay. Am I supposed to roll on this again for a perception?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. 10. 10 plus 10 is 20, so.
Yeah, I'd say you're coherent now.
Okay. What?
There's something going on. We need to go.
You would hear the horns going again.
Yeah.
Miko's sleeping. These people are so rude. I'll just tromp down, and I'm currently only wearing my loincloth and not actually my full hide.
Watch your face.
Yeah. I suit up and grab my gear. The head
And
out.
so I'm just kind of looking around. It's like, why'd they wake Miko up for bonfire? Miko don't want to be part of bonfire.
You get somebody attacking Miko.
Okay. And I'll just start, grumpily trotting that way.
In your loincloth.
Yeah.
Okay.
No weapon, no armor, no nothing.
Uh-huh.
You arrive at the field, and Kalesh is immediately barked orders to start grabbing buckets and start dousing the fire. They see Miko show up, and they're like, "Put clothes on."
I will. I'm going to shape-shift into a llama and kind of walk up to the fire and just start spitting.
Yay, I'm a llama again.
I just imagine a 3-foot llama just going on fire.
All right.
The guard's going, ah!
At this point, lady and gentlemen, I'm going to say roll for initiative.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, goody, because I think my initiative is +1.
13
I have
plus...
14 for initiative.
I have 18.
Ooh.
8.
Miko do good.
No! Come back!
Oh, I should probably move myself over there.
What
Maybe
did you have again, Arlie?
Oh, 14.
unless you want to clean more tables.
I'm damn good at that, apparently.
Yeah. Best they've ever seen.
And before we start this, I'm really, really quickly taking a bathroom break.
Okay.
Alright.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Alright.
No! You're dead!
That sounds like an idea. I will also be right back.
Well, fine, if everybody else is doing it. I need all three of my guys to
She's
do
the
well.
worst. I don't want to hear it.
Best part is the guy I'm against this week is apparently a Patriots fan too. He's like, so basically I have to root against my team.
Alright, I'm good. I'm back and ready and shit.
Alright, so since you're the only one back, Miko, and since Miko gets to go first,
Is this a skill challenge?
yipper,
Okay.
y'all gotta get that fire out.
Okay. Alright, the rules for this, just to clarify again, obviously the objective is to get the fire out. The rules for the skill challenge are that I can't use the same skill in a row, and other people can't use the same skill as previous, right?
It's like if you use thievery, Arlie can still use thievery.
But I
you-
can't use it again.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The outside of the field, it's just a bunch of dirt, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm Kronk.
So what I am going to do is I am going to I am going to use my nature to find the like largest I guess I'm going to use my nature to find the largest stockpile of loose dirt.
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn into a bird and flap my wings to shoot the dirt all throughout the fire to try to douse it.
Crazy.
Okay.
Is that acceptable?
Sure.
Okay. Alright. I'll roll it, so I'll take that. 15 roll plus 10, so 25.
Success.
Cool.
Yay!
Miko's so good at this thing.
Next is Arlie.
Yay! So, were there buckets of water around, or like?
there are barrels coming in on carts from the river,
Okay.
filled with water.
Okay.
There's like it's just a cycle of these barrels and carts coming in and out.
Okay, so are there buckets people are putting in the barrels to pour the water on, or are they just taking the barrels and pouring them into the field?
Depends on their strength. Because these are
Okay.
like kegs. They're
Okay.
not like little barrels.
Okay.
You said they're kegs?
Uh-huh.
Alright, awesome. Thank you. No, that gave me
Alrighty.
a fantastic idea. Thank you.
That's scary.
In that case, I'll try to pick up one of these barrels and pour it on a fire. The HJAD, are those the fires, or
The whole thing's a fire.
the
This is
whole thing's a
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So you just have to let me know what skill you're gonna use to do this.
Alright, I'm gonna try athletics to go grab one of the barrels and pour it on the fire.
Okay.
That's a total of 14.
Sure, we'll say it's a success. Go with it.
Yay.
Okay. This ought to be an
Managed
easy
to-
challenge.
You managed to knock the barrel over and still get water into the
Yeah. I managed to do it, but not gracefully. Aw, Edelman.
I am going to use my knowledge of nature to find what the best spot to dump the water. I'm running back with a barrel of water, as he had sent me to go get. So I'm running back, and I'll use my knowledge of nature to figure out where the best spot would be to dump said water.
Okay.
To cause the most damage to the fire.
Okay.
$27.
That's a success.
Yay.
So then we go to Radix.
Alright, I see, do I see that my, dirt trick was kind of working, or not as well as I was hoping, or?
I'd say not as well as you were hoping. You were able to get dirt on there, but you were still seeing that you were kind of fanning the fire at the same time.
Okay, I'll notice that, and let's just say, for argument's sake, that I'll see people with water and it's working better. So what I'll do is I will I'm going to turn into a gorilla, and I am going to run over to the kegs, and I'm going to grab one of the wooden kegs over my head.
Are you going to throw it at a small Italian plumber?
No, but as I'm doing so, I might be humming this, and I'm going to use my athletics to throw it into the fire. Not even pour, just throw.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, fuck yeah. 19 plus 6, so it's 25.
Yep. That's a success.
And, I'll slap the ground in my chest, Miko! As I do so.
Alrighty. Harley,
Yes.
your turn.
Alright. So did that one barrel barely. What else should I do? I can stealth really well. Yep, I'm gonna try to do the same thing. This time, I'm gonna use acrobatics and try and like fling it more than trying to pick it up and carry it and roll with it.
Okay.
Roll good, roll good. Yeah, that's a 16.
Sure.
Yay! Not gracefully again, right?
Not as gracefully as you would have liked, no.
Hey, you stumble a little as you do it.
I'm like,
To Allison. No.
Sorry, I'm over here busy grumbling because the Chiefs lost.
poor Chiefs.
I am going to use my perception to see if I can tell what direction the wind might be blowing, or which direction the fire is spreading, to again try to cut it off at the most effective spot.
Okay.
$22.
That is a success.
I'll pick up another barrel and run in, and whatever point I've decided is best, I dump it on.
Alright, and we go to Miko.
Alright, so given the outrageous size of this fire, it is crazy hot, right?
Yes.
Given my small stature and the fact that I've been really exerting myself, you know, picking up the same barrels as a 7-foot monster, I'm going to I'm going to use my endurance to see if I can maintain my same pace and still try to put out the fire.
Okay.
And like withstand the heat and stuff.
Okay.
Shit, that's not good. 9.
That is not a success. That is a fail.
Yeah,
Heat exhaustion.
pretty much. Yeah.
You just need to take a little bit of a break, apparently.
Yeah, I back off and kind of like jump in one of the barrels of water. So good. Miko needs this.
Wait, are you? No, never mind. Okay.
Alright, we go to Arlie.
Righty.
Is he?
What can I do now? Well, I guess I'm going to go back to what's working, and I don't think I can do anything better. Try and pick up another barrel and pour it on the fire with my athletics ability.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a 24.
That's a success.
Woo!
Apparently you're getting better at it.
I just needed some practice.
You needed to warm up a little.
Yeah, I was still a little tired.
Warm up. Fire.
Yeah, I know.
And we go to
That was the point.
Alex.
Cease was looking at me very confused when I laughed.
Okay, I'm glad someone got it. I thought it was hilarious.
What are you laughing at?
I was trying to just keep moving because we were gonna run over
Can,
otherwise.
can I assume? I think we're already over.
Probably.
Yeah.
But
By like 23 minutes.
can I
fine.
just assume that when I had to go and run for barrels, I dropped my shield?
Yes.
All right. That lowers my armor penalty. At that point, I'm going to be very athletic and grab the barrel that Miko jumped in. And instead of dumping the water in, I'm going to use my athletics to actually chuck the entire barrel into the fire.
Okay. You too.
23.
That's a success.
I chuck Miko into the fire.
RP and out. Miko has now been flailed into the fire.
I'm in this barrel of water.
Not the center. He's kind of at the edge. Not that evil.
I need my turn to be able to like role play this.
Your turn.
You're right after him.
Oh, okay, cool. I am, since I fucking noticed this, obviously.
I would hope so.
I am going to. I wish I could say use my acrobatics because that seems logical, but Miko doesn't have logic necessarily. He has primal instincts, so I'm going to use my. I'm going to use my nature to find the very quickly most hospitable, not on fire place for me to evacuate.
Okay.
Alright.
There is us on fire.
Yeah. Shit, yeah. 16 roll plus 10, so 26.
That's a success.
I leap out of the barrel like you would see on Donkey Kong, you know, like when you're through the shooting barrels. And I leap onto Alisu's face and like hang on to his horns, getting his face, you know, wet and like dripping down.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I just want to roll a perception check to see if I notice this happening.
Sure, go for it.
Hey, I rolled a 20.
Look, everyone!
No.
Alright, you saw Miko cling to Alisu.
At which point I just start laughing and rolling on the ground because that's just hysterical.
Oh, that was her turn. Okay. I am going to use my my healing abilities to make sure that Miko is okay after being tossed into the fire.
Okay.
$26.
That's a success.
Yay!
So I'm assuming he asks how I am, and he checks everything. Says, yes, Miko, fine. Just Miko watching you.
I didn't know you were in that barrel.
Okay.
Check next time.
Okay.
You notice that the fire is starting to die down.
Okay. Damn it. That was actually my idea. To use my perception for that. But I am... Oh, wow. I am... Okay, outside of water, not in character, what is another way to, like, douse a fire?
Smother it with dirt.
Yeah, I tried
Damp
that.
rags.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Throw a heavy blanket over it or a wet blanket over it.
Yeah, I'd say wet blanket would probably be your next
Okay.
go-to on that.
This isn't nearly working out how I was hoping.
Miko turns into a wet blanket.
I can't do that.
A wet
wow.
bear, and then you can be like, whoa.
You should just turn into an elephant and start spraying it everywhere.
That's actually a really great idea. I'm going to use that. Thank
Turn
you.
back
There you go.
into a
A
llama.
3-foot. Oh my god,
Start
he'd be
spinning
like a
again.
baby elephant because you'd be like a 3-foot elephant.
Okay, I need to... Wow, what do I even use for that? For like...
You could use nature.
He just used nature.
I used that last. Perception to find a barrel of water so I can spray it with my elephantness.
Sure, your trunk.
Yeah, I'm going to charge over to a barrel, not knowing if there's water in it, and I'm using perception to feel if there's water in it by just sticking my face in or
Feel.
whatever.
Okay.
I sense there's water.
That's not that awesome. 11 plus 10, so 21.
That's a success.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So yeah, I'll go over and then I'll just start spraying all over.
All right. And with that, you notice that the fire has died.
Yay, fire's dead.
Okay, cool.
Apparently he likes coconut.
Oh, no.
The head of the guard thanks you for your efforts, and as a reward to those who were so diligent to help, he tells you, no assignments today, no assignments. Just take the day, rest up. You did a whole lot this morning, and that's all we need.
Yay!
Yay.
And then dismisses you to the mess hall to go get breakfast.
Oh wow, we're doing this for hours or whatever. Okay, cool.
I go and pick up my shield
Hi, Poopy.
and go to the mess hall.
I'll kind of
You're still wearing a loincloth.
yeah, I forgot about that already. I'm wearing a loincloth and I just don't care. I turn into like a giant like 3-foot earthworm and do like the crawl where like you're flat, then you curl up like this and you go flat.
Inchworming?
Yeah, I'm inchworming over there.
That's awesome. Oh, I follow. Being amused the whole time.
What about you?
I already said I went and picked up my shield and went straight to the mess hall.
Yeah, he's already down there.
I'll grab my food and I'll start to eat like I normally face to food, but then I'll like fall asleep in my food because I'm so tired and exhausted from all the work.
When you do that, I just poke you in the side and be like, wake up!
That said,
Second time you wake Miko up. This needs to stop.
Don't fall asleep in your food!
that said, we are going to end here for the night.
Alright.
Okay.
You have all been issued 900 experience.
Woo!
Cool.
I was trying to get my puppy to come over and say hi, but he's just sitting there looking at me. Like, what do you
So-
want?
That puts us just at
Are you
2200.
sure you don't want to give us an extra 50?
Why?
Because 50
To
more
level.
would level us.
Sure, you can have 950.
Yeah.
Arlie,
So level
how does a
3.
corgi-aholic not have a corgi?
I am actually
Allergies.
allergic to dogs, and corgis shed a ridiculous amount. Like the last time I was actually around a corgi, I of course played with it and stuff, but I got like a rash on my arm.
So what kind of dog do you have?
He's a Portuguese water dog.
They're hypoallergenic.
Yep. See?
Hi, Lou.
I see a shadow.
Yeah, he's gotten very dark. He still has a little white on his nose, though. Oh, he smells my food. He's like, that smells good. I'll take some of that.
All right,
So, was it 950 or just 9?
950.
950.
Alright, cool.
I'll be nice.
Yay, nice!
Yay.
Oh, wow. I never... Were we at 1300 when we started today?
Yeah, we got
Oh.
300 from our last
Venture.
last week.
Okay. I just put in the total amount, apparently, instead
Well, you
of...
started at 1,000 for level 2.
Yeah, I think I didn't look it up, so I just waited for you guys to say total and put that in.
Oh, okay.